Welcome to another episode of Theological Pipe. News, culture, sports, politics, and everything else from a theological perspective.
It's all summed up in love.
What should I do? Tell me.
God is good.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace. Give me peace.
Put that in your theological pipe and smoke it. Hey, welcome to another episode of Theological Pipe. Glad you're here. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe, comment, like. If you're listening on any of the podcast apps like Apple, Google, Spotify, click subscribe. I appreciate it. I want to talk about the company that you hang out with, the people that you hang out with, and how it's really important to understand that they influence you and that they can have a big impact on your life. It's biblical. This is Theological Pipe. We tackle things from a theological perspective. And in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17, it says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And what that means is when you have two people that are hanging out together and are smart and wise and strong and ambitious and positive, they can make each other better. You can sharpen each other. And so the person that you hang out with, who you choose to hang out with, make it be someone that's going to make you better. You want to have people in your life that make you better. And it's okay every once in a while to get rid of people who don't make you better. You need to cut out people that are bringing you down or holding you back or putting you on a path that you don't want to be on. And I think that's more important as you get older. When you're a teenager, when you're young, you're meant to be silly. You're meant to do stupid things. You're meant to make mistakes. But you need to be careful, because if you form habits when you're young, they're really hard to break. And so what you want to do is pay attention to the people that you hang out with, because they can be the difference between you succeeding and you failing, or you making big mistakes, or you making positive moves in your life. In Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 5, Jeremiah says, it's better for a man to hear the rebuke of the wise than to hear the song of fools. And what he's saying, it's better for you to hang out with somebody who's wise and smart, who's going to rebuke you and correct you and make you better and sharpen you, as opposed to hanging out with a bunch of fools who are just going to cheer everything you do, even though it's stupid, right? You want people that are going to encourage you, that are going to push you to be the best that you can be. And you need to be careful, because it's important who you hang out with, because it does impact the way that your life is going to go and things. There's a modern day prophet. So those things are from the Bible, those two, Proverbs and Jeremiah, that's from the Bible. There's a modern day prophet, and this is what he says. He says, you hang out with nice people, you get nice friends. You understand? You hang out with smart people, you get smart friends. You hang out with yo-yos, you get yo-yo friends. You see? Simple mathematics. And that's from the prophet Rocky Balboa. You got to understand, Rocky Balboa said this. He was talking to a girl as he was walking her home, giving her advice in Rocky 1. And he's letting you know, and he's right, Rocky Balboa, who would have known that he was biblical? But he's right. The people you hang out with are going to influence you in a way that's going to either be positive or negative. So think about the people that are in your life. And hopefully you have surrounded yourself with friends and family and loved ones that are going to encourage you and lift you up. And if you're sad, they're going to mourn with you. And when you're happy, they're going to celebrate with you. And they're going to give you grace, and they're going to give you mercy, and they're going to love you, and they're going to just be there for you. That's what you need in your life, because if you have that, it sharpens you, it makes you better. But if you have negative people in your life, and if you have people that continually put you down the wrong path, you need to really rethink that and ask yourself, are the people I'm hanging out with, am I hanging out with smart friends, or am I hanging out with yo-yo friends? Because you want to hang out with smart people. And so it's just something to think about, something to put in a theological pipe and smoke it and think about it and ask yourself, who am I hanging out with? And are they good for me? And again, I would assume most of us have friends that are good for us, and we can understand that. But if there's like a toxic relationship that you have, or if there's someone that constantly brings you down, or constantly is always negative and always getting you in trouble, you really need to rethink that. Now, be smart, though. Don't think that just because someone tells you you're wrong, that they're automatically a friend that you don't want to have, because they may be looking out for your best interest. If you're getting ready to grab a hot pan and they say don't do it, you can't say, well, I don't want that negativity in my life, I'm going to get rid of my friend. No, they could be looking out for you. So you need to be wise when you do this. Think about what you're doing when it comes to your friends, but appreciate, be thankful for the friends friends and the family and the loved ones and people that care about you in your life, because they really do help you to attain heights that maybe you wouldn't have gotten if you didn't have them in your life. So the company you keep is very important. That's a theological pipe thing. It's a biblical thing. Rocky Balboa says it's true. And if Rocky says it's true, it's true. The people you hang out with are important. If you hang out with nice people, you get nice friends. Hang out with smart people, you get smart friends. Yo-yos, you get yo-yo friends. And it's going to influence the way you are. So don't be a yo-yo. Be a smart person. Be a nice person. Be a friendly person. Hang out with people that are going to encourage you and put you into the positions to succeed and to be all that you can be. I think that's something just to think about as we move forward in life. It's a good lesson, not just today. It's a good lesson every day. Think about the people you're hanging out with, and not only that, think about the influence you have on your group of friends. Are you the one that's always negative? Are you the one that's always pointing out the negatives in the situation? Are you encouraging, or are you discouraging? Right? And so maybe it's not just look at the friends you hang out with, look at the kind of friend or the kind of person you are when you start treating people a certain way. And again, we're supposed to treat people with love and respect and encouragement and grace and all that stuff. So I think that's just a good thing to think about, over the next day or two. Think about that. What kind of friends are you hanging out with, and what kind of friend are you? What kind of people are you hanging out with, and what kind of influence are you on those people? And it's just something to strive for, to have good people in your life, and also to be a good person to the people in your life. So that's your theological pipe moment. Put that in your theological pipe and smoke it. And before I end, I did want to end on one thing. Fatman, probably one of the greatest movie trailers that have come out in a long time. It's the Mel Gibson movie where he plays Santa Claus. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. The trailer is great. The movie is okay. Unfortunately, I wanted it to be great. I wanted it to be one of my top. I wanted it to be up there with Die Hard as one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. It's good. Mel Gibson's great. The cast in it is great. They all do a great job. It's one of those movies that it's like right on the edge of missing something that makes it great. I don't know if it's more tension or more violence or more, a better, happier message at the end, or I don't know what it is. It's really slow building, but not slow building where you want to keep watching. Like I said, it's interesting. You watch it. The ending is really good. There's some nice action at the end of the movie. So like I said, it's good. I'm not going to put it up at my top 5 Christmas movies of all time. But it's worth watching. I think I gave it a 6. If I had to give it a rating, at 6 out of 10, maybe 6.5. I don't want to go as high as 7. Mel Gibson is great in it. And again, there's some good scenes and funny scenes and scenes that are just different because of the way they portray Santa Claus. But, go watch the trailer. It's worth watching the trailer at least. The trailer, I gave a 10 out of 10. The movie, again, it's not great. It's not bad. It's just not great. So if you're thinking about watching The Fat Man, maybe rent it. I think it's $5.99 to rent. I don't know that I would buy it because I don't know that you would watch it multiple times. But it's worth seeing because it's funny and it's a good movie to end 2020 with. So, Fat Man, good movie. Might make you laugh. It's different. But the main point of this one, again, is just watch out with the company you keep, who you hang out with. It's important. And then also watch yourself and ask yourself, not only what kind of friends do I have, or what kind of people am I hanging out with, and what influence do they have on me? How am I reacting? What am I doing? What influence do I have on my friends and the people I hang out with? And, something just to think about. So put that in your theological pipe and smoke it, and have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Well, bye.